I consider myself to be an open book about just about everything in my life. So we're going to do something a little bit different today, and we're going to play a round of 50 questions. I'm going to answer a bunch of random questions, anything to do with, friends, life, interests, hobbies, sex, men, dating. So let's get started. All right, who has the biggest influence in your life? If we're talking to people personally in my life, I'd say it's kind of like a three-way tie right now between my mom, my oldest brother, and my older sister. What kind of things really make you laugh? Really dark, dry humor. I'm a sucker for British humor, so honestly, like the darker the comedy, I'm laughing hysterically. What's your favorite place in the entire world? Favorite place? Is it going to be cliche to say Disneyland? How many people have you slept with? Oh, I lost count. Definitely more than 30. Where's the weirdest place you've had sex? I don't know if this is weird, but I was not in high school. I had graduated, but it was on a high school football field during sunrise. I guess you could call that weird. It was actually really hot, but whatever. Which Friends character do you think relates to you most? Definitely Monica. Organized, control freak, type A personality, planner, perfectionist. A lot of those are me, honestly. Have you ever had anal sex? No. Yes, I'm gay, so absolutely. Where on your body is your favorite place to be touched? I'm a sucker for like feeling like a hand pressing against my lower back, like pulling me in, like even, like hugging me. Yeah. What's your favorite movie of all time and why so? Moulin Rouge is my favorite movie of all time. It has a little bit of everything in it, from comedy, romance, drama, music, slight suspense, but I feel like it encapsulates the essence of romance and love and unconditional love, but the turmoils and messiness that can come with it beautifully. It's such an inventive, imaginative, outrageous musical, and that's how some of the best musicals honestly should be. So it really just speaks to me on all levels. Favorite swear word? Fuck. Definitely. Do you have any pet peeves? Yes, many pet peeves. I'd say among the top is arriving either on time or, God forbid, late to a movie at the theater. Even arriving on time is a pet peeve of mine. I like to get there with plenty of time to, get snacks, use the restroom, find your seat, and still have about maybe 15 minutes before the movie starts. I hate walking in right on time, or even as the previews are even going. I don't care that there's 20 minutes of previews. It really pisses me off to walk in late to a movie. How tall are you? I'm 6'1". When did you first have sex? I was 19. I had just come out of the closet, and so I guess you could say I was a relatively late bloomer, but I was 19. What's the best sex you've ever had? I'd say one of the best sexual experiences I ever had was having my G-spot simulated for the first time. That had never happened before. I actually wondered if something was wrong at first, and then I realized what had happened. So, tea or coffee? Oh, coffee. Oh, God. Coffee. I never drink tea. Honestly, if you're presenting tea to me, it's a waste of time. I don't know. I love coffee. I'm a Gilmore Girls fan. I'm a Gilmore Girls guy. Dogs or cats? I'm gonna have to lean towards cats. What's your favorite sexual position? I will say any position where I am facing my lover or sexual partner. I'm very big on intimacy and passion, and I do love to be able to see the guy's face and be able to look at each other or kiss each other. Do you ever watch porn? Never. Yeah. Have you ever tried archery? Not officially. I have shot in a bow and arrow before, like even as kids when we had like a little bow and arrow set. I feel so empowered as an archer. My inner Katniss Everdeen. So I definitely enjoy it. Have you ever had an inappropriate crush? I guess so. Like if you call having like a crush on your manager at your job inappropriate. I had a childhood, more like innocent crush on my piano teacher growing up. What is your guilty pleasure? Well, I do enjoy watching ASMR videos, especially when I'm wanting to fall asleep and relax before going to bed. How often do you masturbate? I'm averaging about twice a day right now. Are you scared of spiders? Fuck yes. Do you prefer to give or receive? Receive, honestly. Have you ever slept with someone you work with? No. Almost did once, but didn't. What do you hate most about the dating process? I think what I hate is how much I overthink. So like when I really like someone, or I feel like I spark a connection with somebody, I tend to obviously put that much more of myself into it, which results in me overthinking everything, which makes me stress about everything, the littlest things. I analyze the text messages, I analyze the frequency of texting. I hate it. That's my least favorite part, is overthinking, because I'm trying to get to know them and trying to understand how they tick and do they actually really like me, or are they just putting up with me? It's not fun. Are you a good liar? When it's important, this is bad. Yes, when I feel like I need to be, yes. However, if you know me really, really well and you're right there in front of me and you know me and you know my tell signs, I think that could probably give me away. So I guess it just depends on what I'm lying about. Are you a good judge of character? I guess traditionally, especially when meeting friends, I feel like I'm a great judge of character in knowing who I am going to be great friends with and who I am not going to be friends with. I think I'm really good at learning that quickly. In relationships, well, I'd say it's 50-50. Can you do any other accents other than your own? I can. I don't know that I'm good at them. I can get in quite a frenzy doing any type of British accent where I literally like to talk like I'm from Downton Abbey, and anytime I watch that show, I tend to talk British for the rest of my day. So it's fun to do accents, but I never ever I'm not claiming to be an accent master at all. Can you curl your tongue? Yep. There we go. If you could sleep with any celebrity, who would it be? Chris Hemsworth. Just Chris Hemsworth. Would you have had group sex? I have never had group sex, and honestly, off the top of my head, it doesn't sound appealing. It sounds like a lot of work. But I'm also like one of those where it's like never say never, or don't knock it till you tried it. So it's like there's a small percentage of me that's open-minded to trying it, but initially I'm perfectly happy having amazing sex with just one person. What's the most sex you've had in a day? I think I would say the most was maybe 3 times. Have you ever made a sex tape? No. But I'm open to, like with a lover of mine, like a boyfriend. It wouldn't be just with anybody, and I wouldn't share it with anybody, but I'm curious about doing that. What's the first thing that sexually attracts you to someone? Well, obviously, I'm big on your face because I have to look at that face, and so if you don't have an attractive face, then it gets kind of tricky. From a distance, like if you're not super up close, I think I notice arms, I notice shoulders, chest, kind of like the broadness of the torso. Those are the first aspects, I guess you could say, that I notice. I also notice facial hair. What's your favorite toy? I actually don't own any toys, honestly. I'm curious about fleshlights. I've never actually used one, though. Have you joined the Mile High Club? No, not yet. I had a chance to, but I didn't take it. So I want to, though. What is your Halloween costume this year? I have no idea, but last year I was a gender-bend version of the Evil Queen from Snow White, and the year before that I was a gender-bend Wonder Woman. Favorite food? I love all types of food. My favorite cuisine is Italian, and my favorite Italian dish is my mother's homemade manicotti with a little bit of garlic bread on the side. Favorite meal. When is your birthday? March 31st. I am an Aries. What is your opinion of the Kardashians? Why are they famous? Why do we care? Do you want children, and how many? Honestly, right now, I'd be fine never having kids. I recognize in a number of years, if I'm married and my husband and I decide that we do want kids and it feels right, cool. But right now, I'd be fine never having kids. Would you say you're kinky? Honestly, no. I mean, kinky is such a broad term, but I don't think I'm kinky. I appreciate passionate, dominant, semi-aggressive sex, but I'm not kinky. I don't like whips, hot wax, bondage. It's not for me. Do you enjoy shower sex? Absolutely. What was your most embarrassing sexual experience? I think it was realizing that I was attempting to hook up with someone who was also a bottom, just like me. And so it didn't go anywhere. I don't know if it was embarrassing, but it was definitely made for one of the worst sexual experiences of my life. Do you like to kiss during sex? Yes. If we're not kissing during sex, then it's going to be really hard for me to enjoy it. Kissing is a necessity for me. What's the longest you've ever gone without sex? From the day I started having sex until like now, the longest window was 6 months. Favorite Disney movie? Beauty and the Beast. Favorite musical artist? Taylor Swift. All the way. Love her. She gets me. Everything about her. What makes you weird? That's a loaded question. Everything. Maybe my obsessive love for Disney. I don't know if that makes me weird. I'm just I'm a wacky person. That is way too big of a question to ask. All right, everyone, and that was 50 questions for you. I hope you got a kick out of this. Maybe you took away something very interesting from this. I had fun with this, and as always, thank you all again for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Ryan Bamey, signing off. Bye, everyone.